Hey everyone, I'm Dave Sloan and welcome to On the Hook. Today I'm going to go to the canyons off Martha's Vineyard where the weather's clear and the water's calm. But first things first, since we're going to be going out overnight, we're going to have to address some real important safety issues and make sure that the boat has everything it needs for the trip. We're going to show you some yellowfin tuna.
Very nice.
Some Mahi Mahi.
That's a female, you can tell by the short head.
And we're going to even swim with some marlin.
Dude, don't go in, don't go in. Holy that's a marlin! Bill, you kidding me? Holy I saw him underwater!
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but stay hooked because we'll be right back to show you.
Today's episode of On the Hook is brought to you by EMC, where information lives. By Russo Marine, New England's leading powerboat dealer. Clay Nissan, a Clay family dealership. And by Boston Whaler, the unsinkable legend.
Well, we have a big trip coming up. You know what? We're going to be overnight in the canyons. That's over 100 miles out there. So you know what? There's a lot of checklists that you want to go through, not only for the boat and the mechanics of the boat, electronics, those sorts of things, but also the most important is your safety gear. You want to make sure that the boat you're going out with has a real good life raft. This is a new company on the market right now. It's called For Survival to Go, and it has all the necessary things that you're going to need to either put in a ditch bag or to have by itself. So it's a great kit, has plenty of gear in here for you, especially in an emergency situation. Mustang Survival makes some really great products right now. A lot of guys have a problem with putting on gear that's kind of obtrusive and doesn't give them the flexibility that they need. Mustang Survival life jacket, this is actually one that I wear. It's really non-obtrusive. You get to wear it really just right around your waist. It's got a drawstring here, you pull that, CO2 cartridge inflates it, and it's a real good life jacket by Mustang Survival. This right here is actually a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket. This is actually a vest, has a lot of warmth if I need it, but also one of the great things, it's actually padded. It's got plenty of flotation in there, and it is a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket. Anytime you're going far offshore, you need a satellite phone. We got a satellite phone as well. You can get really good plans now for just the season, so you want to look into that if you don't have one. And they're actually come down in price too, so it's a good thing to check out. And then also, of course, you need a survival suit. If you're gonna go out in the canyons, you have to have yourself a life suit, okay? Absolutely need an immersion suit, like this one right here by Mustang Survival. Keep in mind, you wanna be able to practice with this suit, get it on and get in the water within a minute of time. That's really what the Coast Guard recommends, that you should be able to get in your survival suit in that amount of time. That's how quickly a boat can go down, unfortunately. But you know what? We don't wanna talk about that because we want good luck. Gonna knock on a little wood here. Got our safety gear done. Let's go get some fish. Since we're going out overnight here in the canyons, it's also a great idea to come along with a sister boat in case something goes wrong. Sometimes they even come in handy when they direct you to where the fish are.
Big quadrupled on yellowfin right up there.
Well, as you see, we got triples here.
We must have ran through a school of yellowfin because we got 3 lines hit at once. These yellowfins were running crazy.
I got the first rod that got hit, so he's the farthest out and took the most line and ran off. And all my crewmates buckled themselves and belted themselves in and left me with not a belt.
These yellowfins that we were getting, unfortunately, they were pretty small. And you know what? We're going to make sure that we measure these out to make sure that they're within the limit, which is 27 inches.
Below short, 26.
If they're too small, we want to make sure we get those fish back in the water as soon as we can. After more time catching these yellowfins, we get something a little bit heavier on the line.
Keep him on this side of the boat. Turn right.
It's feeling pretty good.
It's a nice Mahi.
This thing was full of life. She went completely ballistic. She beat the crap out of my shins.
That's a female, you can tell by the short head.
But stick around, coming up next.
Doubled up here in the canyons, we're on the knife fight.
Dude, don't go in, that's a marlin! I saw him underwater!
right, well, the sun has just set, and that's going to pretty much bring a close to the first day here of fishing in the canyons. But we did pretty good today. We got a bunch of yellowfin, got some mahi. We're going to pull in the trolling gear right now. We're going to get ready for the night bite. We're going to kind of a specialist on board, Greg. He does pretty well on the night bite, and we'll see what we can get, and then we'll get back on the troll tomorrow. A few hours go by. We don't really see much action, and then we seem to have struck gold. We've doubled up here in the canyons. We're on the night bite.
Wander around, bro. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. You're good, you're good. You're good, you're good, you're good.
This water's 70 degrees, which is really perfect for these type of fish. These fish are super strong, and you know what? They're not coming in anytime soon.
Ooh!
Being doubled up in the dark on the night bite is really hard because you really can't see if the lines are getting crossed. You really can't see what's going on.
Go on. No, I can't see.
As you see, it kind of gets a little hectic.
You're good,
Right,
you're
that's
good.
good, that's good, that's good.
So at this point, we don't even know what the fish is.
I think he's a bluefin. No way. He's a bluefin. Blue, yellow, one or the other.
I don't know about that. Bluefin usually don't like warm water. We'll be able to tell once it gets closer to the boat.
That's the pump. Hold the pump right there.
Underneath them. Underneath them. Push out, push out, push out, push out.
Okay. Forward. Yeah, just a little bit. Hang on. Forward.
That's good. Oh, he's under the boat again. Hold on, watch it. Push him out and around. What's going on here, my friend?
Working for a living.
All right, I got Colin.
Colin, stop. All right. Here we go. Go. I got it.
Yeah.
How do you like that? You know what? It ends up being a bluefin. We're in this warm water. Last thing we would have expected, bluefins.
Open the door. You need the door open.
Quick. The gas pulling.
Yeah, drones.
So Droney and Greg are neck and neck the entire time. You know, they're fighting these fish really well. We get Droney's fish to the boat, we get his, and all of a sudden, you know, just like that, after a 40-minute fight, Greg jumps off the line.
I need a towel here, too.
So Captain Don's up by the wheel. He's in the wheelhouse, and he's basically looking at the fish finder. He noticed a whole bunch of marks coming through. He runs to the back, he grabs his jigging rod, his spinning rod, puts on a jig, and starts jigging, and sure enough, Captain Don hooked up.
Are they yellowfin?
Nah, I don't think this is a yellowfin.
Bluefin?
I think so.
We're in this warm water. You'd like to think it's a yellow, but at this point now, it's probably another bluefin.
Hold on. Really strong.
Oh boy. Whatever it is, it's really strong.
Those fish were so thick when I dropped that jig, dude. I took one look at that screen. I was like, if I'm ever gonna get one on a jig right now. Oh, he's done, dude.
And what do you know? Another bluefin. We already have a bluefin in the box, and there's really no need to keep this one. So we remove the hook, let it swim another day.
Wow. That was sick.
Man, it was a crazy night, but you know what? It's a new day, and we get back on the troll, we get some more tuna. Just had 3 across the back, triples. Looks like they're all little yellowfin. There's one yellow. I want to show you these little yellowfins. Good little fish. Gotta make sure they're at least 27 inches long though. That's a good fish right there. I want to make sure we measure these guys out in case it's too short, 28. We're hoping for some bigger yellowfins today, but you know what? We're back on the troll, and we're only catching these small ones. We are in the small yellowfin hole. Another little yellowfin here. I'll tell you what though, when this thing hit, it peeled off a lot of line. It sounded completely different than the other ones. This goes to show you the power of skill of these little fish. This is a yellowfin too, and a lot of guys sometimes confuse the difference. You can see the pectoral fin actually comes back right to the anal fin there.
And a bluefin would be short, like right there.
Actually, when these get bigger, these will grow really long and almost come back to the dorsal fin here. But where a lot of people will confuse a bluefin and yellowfin is actually in the finlets. These finlets are yellow on both a bluefin and a yellowfin. But a lot of guys also will see the tiger stripes, you know, through the belly, also both on a yellow and a bluefin. A long fin or an albacore, actually, these fins right here, you can obviously tell the difference also because they'll come way out here, real far out. So that's how you can tell the difference between all three. Beautiful fish. A little small though. Set this guy free.
Hopefully this fish got a little weight to it.
I think it's a little better than the little ones we've been getting.
Had plenty of yellows today, but nothing with a little bit of shoulders.
It's just swimming at us, so when you put the boat in neutral, it's like giving it a natural slack.
Oh, how you doing? Like nice shot, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never get them before.
Nice shot, Greg. Hey, he's a little better.
Definitely a little bit better.
That's a decent fish. Stick around. Coming up next, Scotty jumped in, had about a 10-foot marlin actually literally swim by him.
I open my eyes, I see a massive shadow.
Since we're only catching small tuna and it's towards the end of the trip, we decided to pull in the trolling gear and take a dip in this beautiful warm water, something I've always wanted to do.
110 miles out from shore,
Oh, seriously, where is
80-degree water.
You go first? You want me
You gotta jump in.
Like the Caribbean. I'm gonna do a cannonball.
What's the rush, man? Why are you rushing?
Here we go.
Dude, don't go in. Don't
Don't
go in.
Don't go in.
Holy that's a marlin. Bill, you kidding me? Holy I saw him underwater. I was swimming right next to him.
Scotty jumped in, had about a 10-foot marlin actually literally swim by him.
I jumped in the water and I dove. And as I'm swimming the water, I open my eyes. I see a massive shadow. I swim right to the boat, fly out of the water, and it follows me up. It's like a 11-foot blue marlin. Are you serious? Right next to you? Dude, my heart is in my throat. I had no idea what it was. And when I got out of the water, I'm like, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. And all of a sudden it came out as a blue marlin. Yeah, we'll go back around.
You were right here.
Swim right behind the boat.
Right there, came right behind us and then circled that way. And I still saw him right there.
I think the first dive got their attention.
Yeah.
And then it came up.
That's the trick to marlin fishing. Just get in the water. You know what, all kidding aside, I know it sounds like a joke, but you know what, marlin are very territorial. And I'm just guessing here, but I think that marlin heard the commotion and it sounded like, you know, fish distress. It sounded like a fish in his area, which to a marlin means easy food. That drew his attention, no doubt.
Dude, he came up and thought I was bait.
Don't jump, don't jump.
Came out of the water like a penguin jumping onto an iceberg.
Don't jump in! Don't jump in!
Came out like, don't go in! Don't go in! Don't go in! Holy crap! Don't go in! I swam in with a blue marlin.
With a blue marlin.
I'm not too excited that we just pulled the spread out of the water either, so he could swim.
After Scott radioed to the sister boat, they put their lines in the water, and I swear to you, less than 5 minutes later, they hook up on that very same marlin. Unfortunately though, that fish was hot, it wasn't ready to be caught, and it snapped their line. They lost the fish.
What was he on?
A ballyhoo with a bird in front. I think we're gonna troll around here for a bit more, guys.
But none of us give up, and you know what, we troll around a bit more. One of us, we're gonna get a marlin. A lot of guys in New England will come out here to the canyons, they'll fish for blue marlin, they'll have a white come up in the spread. They look similar, but Scotty, tell the folks at home, tell your cousin here the difference between a white and a blue.
Well, a lot of people really don't know the difference between a white and a blue. They both color and size sometimes can look a lot alike, but one of the differences is you can tell on the dorsal fin, which is the top fin, has a hook on top of it, and the pectoral fins, which are their lateral fins, one is longer and more rounded, and the blue marlin has a shorter, pointier fin.
A lot of people think the smaller fish is just a juvenile bluefin, but those are the things to look for. Look for the pectoral fins, look for the dorsal fin. Keep fishing. Now out here, the water's so clear and so beautiful, and we see some dolphins swimming by. They were so close to the boat, I could almost touch them. I'm telling you, it was unbelievable. These dolphins are also a great sign because you know what? Where there are dolphins, there's also food, and that means where there's food, there's also marlin.
We had a long slanted marlin lure out there.
Had the long back left rigger just get slammed, didn't know what it was.
We're just playing around with porpoises and dolphins, and I'm laughing. I'm like, we're all sitting up there, no one's paying attention. I'm like, you watch. No one's in the cockpit, a blue marlin's gonna come up. Sure enough, as I take one step down, fins lit up, pectoral fins lit up, came around the corner, pow on it, bakula, we're hooked up.
5 seconds later, up comes the bill, up comes the fish. We got ourselves on a billfish.
First marlin ever.
This is Steve's first marlin ever. We're really, really excited for him at this point. All right, what we're gonna do here is just try to get this fish close. We're gonna leader him, we're gonna grab the bill, pull the hook. We gotta get this fish in the boat. We gotta put the cherry on the top of this whole trip. Right, you get the belly.
Nice and easy with him.
There's a nice whitey. You know what, for the New England area, this is a really, really good white marlin. It was about 100 pounds, 110 pounds.
This fish is obviously gonna swim away.
It's a sport fish in New England, so you wanna let that fish go as quick as you can. We brought it on board, we took a couple of quick pictures. All right, let's get him in. Come on, I'm gonna swim him. We got that fish with plenty of life back in the water. Swam her, she was out of there.
Nice try, son.
Good job, baby. We got that white. Dude, hey, think he was a little green? Look at me. Completely soaked. He was going ballistic.
What a strong fish.
That was nice. Your first white marlin, right?
First white marlin ever. Flew out here from Minnesota 2 days ago, living off Red Bull and coffee.
Well, you know what? That's a tough catch in New England. One of the toughest catches in New England. So congratulations. You did a great job fighting the fish.
Thanks for your help.
Catching them up on the Rip Dog, baby. You know what? This was one of the best and most fun canyon trips I've had in a long time. We got our fish. We got our marlin. We got a yellowfin. We got our mahi. We got a couple of bluefins on the night bite on a spinning reel jigging. I'm telling you right now, that was a great trip. Now, what's great about yellowfin is that it's a lot sweeter than bluefin. I can't wait to get back to shore to cook this up. So you know what? I enjoy some sushi right there on the boat. I cut some real thin slices, I chill it, then I mix up some wasabi with honey mustard and some soy. And you know what? You gotta taste some right there and then, right on the spot. It was the best ever. When we come back, I'm joined by Chef Joe Lettieri from Simplicity Chef, and he's gonna cook up some of that bluefin we got with some mango tea leaves. Wait till you see this. All right, I'm back with Chef Joe Lettieri from Simplicity Chef.
Thanks for having me
Joe,
back.
you've been on the show before. You did such a great job. We had you back. We asked you to come back and cook another tuna dish for us.
Wonderful.
Went out, got another great piece of tuna.
Looks great.
And when I called you and asked you to come back on the show, you had mentioned that you had a dish that you wanted to try. It was a little interesting. I thought it would be great to do on the show. What is it going to be?
We're going to be using tea leaves, just standard regular tea packet. We're going to be using mango tea leaves, and we're going to wash it down with...
Which I haven't even heard before on any menu or seen, so that's...
Yeah, just a different little texture, and that's the beauty about Simplicity, and what I like to do and cook is improv cuisine. So we're going to brush it first with a little bit of wasabi, honey, and then encrust it with the tea leaves.
Okay.
And pair it with a mango cilantro salad.
All right, what are we going to do? Let's get going.
Wonderful. Well, a little salt and pepper.
All right.
You want to go?
Sure.
Yes. And here's our standard wasabi. Comes in standard tubes, or you can buy it fresh in Chinatown. If you've noticed, it looks like a tree branch. I don't know if you've seen fresh horseradish before.
Yeah.
It's a long branch, and you can pretty much just shave it.
When I was a kid, I went to my parents didn't have a lot of money, so we used to go to the horseradish farm. That was vacation. It was pretty good.
One side's enough, and once you see that on the plate, just mop it up like that and just get the rest of it.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little brush. Again, wasabi. We're gonna use some honey, mix that together. It's gonna be like a little paste, nice little glue. It's gonna be a great coat for it. Obviously, you can add less wasabi. I like it spicy. And again, it's just a standard tea packet. I'm using today a mango passion fruit. I've used different flavors and just give it like a little edge.
Now, what made you think of that?
I don't know, I was thinking a different crust. Everybody does it so traditionally. I'm gonna brush that all the way around.
That's good.
We're not known for growing mangoes in Italy. Those tropical fruits. Done, we're gonna just start layering that on there.
Heavy coat or?
Yeah, we're gonna brush it all on. We wanna definitely give it that flavor.
I'm looking forward to trying this. It's gonna be interesting. I can't get my hands in there anymore. You kind of like, get out of there, get out of the way. Now, how are we gonna cook that? You're gonna pan sear it again?
Yes, we're just gonna pan sear it really quick, get a tough edge outside, just to hold in all the flavor, serve it rare, and again, we're gonna set up for mango salad.
Okay. We're gonna put this in the pan?
Yes,
we are. A hot searing pan?
Let's just cut that in half and make two separate fillets. Just a little brush of olive oil. We don't wanna fry it in there, we just wanna sear it. We don't wanna go too deep. We don't wanna deep fry it, we just wanna sear them and fill in the flavors.
Okay.
And you still wanna be able to taste the mango, the tea, the honey, and the wasabi we put in there.
Yeah, I can't wait to taste it. It seems like it's gonna have a lot of flavors. And how long again? A couple minutes each side?
About 2 minutes each side, yes.
Yeah, you can see that's seared right along the edge on the bottom there. And when it's all done, it's gonna be seared. You'll have just the pink in the middle. So that's good sear.
And that's gonna also hold the steak together.
Tell me about your company and what's the most people that I guess you cook for?
We'll do up to 30. I try to keep everything intimate for my clients. I like to pay attention to every detail. Again, everything is cooked to order.
Sure.
It's no buffet. We don't do sternos. We don't pre-prepare food. We arrive about 2-3 hours early and make everything to order in your home.
Fresh
As if
stuff
in a
is gonna be-
restaurant, yes.
Now you got
Quality.
some ties to the North End as well. I know you got an uncle who's a butcher, which you must
Yeah,
get
grandpa's
really
butcher.
good.
He just retired actually about 2 years ago, but family still runs the butcher shop there. It's been, I think, 52 years now.
All right, so what do you think? That's a couple minutes every side?
Yeah, about 2 minutes
get
on each
texture.
side, and you can see it's starting to get toasted. You want to brown it, you don't want it black. Maybe we can give it just one more brush of the honey and wasabi on top.
yeah.
We're gonna get the sweetness of the mango icing. You're gonna give it that great gloss, a restaurant trick right there. So, there you go.
There you go.
And we're gonna pair that with a mango salad.
Okay.
Pretty much 4 ingredients, really simple salad. We're gonna be doing onion, obviously mango in the mango salad, cilantro in the cilantro mango salad, and some cucumber.
Just finely chopped.
Finally chopped that up. I've pre-prepared some already. We're gonna put that in the center of the plate. Nice thick slices. Wrap it around the salad.
All right, let's dig in. So what is this again? Just
Wonderful.
recap on what
Again,
that
we
is.
have a wasabi honey brushed tuna steak. It's encrusted with mango tea leaves with a mango cilantro salad in the middle and fresh mango along the edges.
Your weapon is my weapon.
Wonderful. Eating like a slob.
I'm telling you right now, and this is not just because you're on the show, that is the best tuna I've ever had.
New menu item.
Unbelievable.
Awesome, thank you.
That is really, really good.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
For this recipe and plenty more, log on to onthehook.com, go to the Hook and Cook segment. This will be there. For information about Joe's company, go to...
Definitely check us out on simplicitychef.com, and we're also on Facebook.
Listen, thanks very much. I'm going to keep eating.
Thank you.
Oh my God.